Hello and welcome to The Truth Is. On this episode, I would like to talk to everyone who's a listener, everyone who has a family, everyone who comes in contact with a child, regardless of their age, relationships with those children, and the situation that placed these children within your care or your site or your environment. I just would like to urge my listeners to also encourage them and their families and friends, neighbors, and people you come in contact with for you to talk to your children, talk to our children, talk to any child that you come in contact with. I strongly believe the culture these days does not give us the same, it takes a village type of mentality with our children. And it is very, very important to have a relationship with your child whereby he or she can come and talk to you when something is going on. Given the nature of my profession, I come in contact with children on a daily basis, struggling with one thing or the other. But then in their homes, unfortunately, there's a lack of communication with the parent, whereby the child feels the need to engage with other people outside of the home, and they most times are not are negatively influenced, and it becomes a problem. I know and I understand that it's not easy as a working parent to juggle so many things at once, for instance, wanting to provide for your family, wanting to make sure that everything is okay with them, and in all this hustle and bustle, sometimes we just forget, sometimes we just overwhelmed, sometimes we just don't even realize that we're not communicating with our children. And it is very important. There's no blame game here, no blame game at all. It's just to raise the awareness that it is very important to establish a very solid foundation with your child from the onset. I could talk about my very young family members, how we work daily in trying to nurture them, to be open in communicating their feelings and whatever it is that they would like to communicate, to know that, it's safe to talk to mommy, it's safe to talk to daddy, it's safe to talk to auntie, uncle, and your grandparents as well, right? And people that the children feel safe with, that that your children are safe with, that it's okay for you to communicate with them. I just want to encourage anyone who is, a role model, one way or another, trust me, you are, as an adult in a child's life, to just check in with that child. Just check in with them. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Check in with them, with their schoolwork, their friends. Listen, get to know their friends. Get to know who your children are hanging out with. And another thing also, among so many other things, is, it's great to have, devices, right? Electronic devices where your children can, escape for a minute. We all do it. We all escape on social media. We're reading a story. We're looking at a video, whatever, it is that we do on social media. And yes, it keeps the children quiet for a minute. They're busy, they're focused, playing their games, doing one thing or another. That's great. But on so many other levels, it's not parenting. We still have to engage our child. We have to engage our children and talk to them. Find out, listen, who's your best friend? What happened in school today? Is anyone bullying you? What did you learn today that was different? Not just in the classroom. Because trust me, during lunch, children all sit together and they're talking about different types of business that they have no business knowing. They're talking about either their parents are separating, their parents are cheating, their parents are fighting, they're arguing, they're beating on each other, they're using negative words or foul languages, towards each other, or their parents are nice and loving and warm and beautiful and God-fearing. They discuss the positive and the negative as they see it, right, with their young minds, as they understand it with their young minds, as much as they can comprehend, with their young minds. And, it will be amazing for us, trust me, if you check in with your children as much as you can. And like I said, I'm not, it's not a blame game. It's just to raise our awareness, because it breaks my heart, to see what's going on in our day-to-day society, how our children are getting enticed by, negative peer pressure. They don't want no structure. They want to take on substance use, and all these negative vices are very detrimental on so many levels to their growth, right, to the developmental milestones, and to how they can become who you envision for them to be, right? You could, and mind you, yes, I know there are times you could pour any and everything positive into your child, and they still want to do whatever they want to do, but be there for them. Just know that you do your best and continue to encourage your child, and if you're a praying parent, pray over them morning, day and night. Pray with them in the morning, pray with them at night, right? And just put blessings over them and cover them with with your faith, to say, Lord, as this child is setting out today, do not let them come across anyone who is going to disrupt their way, or who is going to stop their life or their lives, and just put out that positive energy on your child, and pray with them, and check in with your children, because I get a lot of children who when they talk to me, even outside of my job, that I meet young people, on a regular, and there's always that communication breakdown. I can't talk to my mom, I can't talk to my dad. They're not going to understand. They don't see me, they don't hear me, and this is like years and years and years what I hear and I get from them. And I know it's not easy being a parent, especially when, like I said, you have to provide for your child, be it you're a single parent household, or or both parents are in the home, or you even have a village. Most times than not, it's not easy. But out of it not being easy, since we choose to have this beautiful, awesome gift from God, we have to care for them. And caring for them is not, this child is old enough now at the age of 10. No, or 10-year-old is not old enough. Trust me, even at my age, I still need my parents. You know what I mean? I still need my parents, and I'm an adult. We will forever need our parents. We will forever want to be able to have a relationship with them. I'm not asking you to be your child's friend where there are no boundaries, but you could be their friend and you could be their parent at the same time. Yes, you said boundaries, but create a place of love and nurturing where they can come and talk to you, where they can feel safe to say, listen, Mom, my friends are doing this, my friends want to do this, they want to try that. And be real when you talk to them. Be real. A lot of us parents want to sugarcoat a lot of things, which is understandably so, because you want to protect your children, but you can only protect your children in your home. When they go out to school, when they go on those school trips and whatnot, you don't know what's going on, because you cannot control other people's homes and other people's situation. You can only control yours. I just want to encourage us, all adults that come in contact with children one way or another, either they are our biological children, either it's a foster care situation, either it's an adoption situation, either you're an aunt or uncle, either you're a teacher, either you're a pastor. It doesn't matter what your role is or what your title is, as long as you are a God-fearing adult, right? Engage every single child that comes your way in a positive manner, in a way where they know that they are safe with you. right? And for our biological children, we could do more, and we should continue to do more, because it breaks my heart to lose a child at a very young age to substance use, right? To negative peer pressure where you cannot even communicate with your children anymore. It breaks my heart when a child dies. And maybe something could have been done to prevent that death. I want to encourage everyone out there who has one relationship or another with a child to be positive and be strong and be there for our children. I pray and I hope that a change will come where all these negative vices out there will not be able to take our children away from us. So be strong as a parent, be strong as an adult, and be there for our children, because trust me, they need us. And it's not about an age thing, or your child is an achiever, or your child is married and out of the home, or your child lives in a foreign country or in a different state. It doesn't matter. Check in on your children. Even when they're married, check in on them, and just to see how they're doing, because that relationship, that marriage, their situation, it could be stress from work. Something could be going on, and if you already have created a nurturing and safe environment for them, yes, your adult children will talk to you. Yes, they will open up to you. It's very important. Thank you for listening in. I hope that this helps someone out there. And I hope that we never have to have a situation where we have to identify our children, in a morgue or on the streets or anything like that. Thank you, and have a fantastic day. This is The Truth Is.